You're watching Let's Chat.
All across America, this very week is National Infant Immunization Week. You've heard a lot about that over recent months. Do you immunize? Do you not? Sarah Flanigan is here with the Hamilton County Health Department. Sarah, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Immunizations, infant immunizations in particular. Clinically speaking, what is an infant? Age birth up to?
We would say 1 year old.
Up to 1 year?
Yes.
All right, what should parents immunize their children for? And we're going to take the whole, I don't want to immunize my kids because of blah, 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 out of the equation for just a minute.
Sure.
What are the conventional wisdoms on that?
So there's 14 vaccine preventable diseases that we typically immunize for infants.
14?
Yes,
Okay.
and they're all vaccine preventable, very mild vaccines. They're inactivated viruses. You can't get the disease from those vaccines.
Repeat that last part again.
They're inactivated viruses, so you cannot get the disease from the vaccine.
All right. And a few of those diseases are?
Well, the ones that we're hearing about right now, measles.
Measles.
Yep, so they can get that at 1 year old, and then hepatitis A as well they can get at 1 year old. And then there's things like pertussis, whooping cough that they start the series at 2 months old and get some at intervals.
What about the diseases that were around when I was a kid, like mumps?
Yep.
We had rubella vaccines.
Yeah, so that's actually a combination vaccine, measles, mumps, rubella, that they get at 1 year old. Polio, they'll also start that a little bit younger, 2 months old.
What are we seeing as far as a national trend? This certain percentage of kids are getting vaccinated. So we're obviously seeing the number of those diseases go way down, and we have over years.
So there's a lot of misinformation out there that you can get from social media.
Like what?
And things like you can get autism from vaccines, and that's been disproven. It was never proven to begin with.
Right.
And we want people to get their information from scientific-based sources, evidence-based research, like the CDC website, our website at let's see, health.hamiltontn.gov, which we've got all the CDC links on there as well.
All right, tell me what you are doing at the health department in honor of, or to help promote, or to get more kids in the door to get vaccinated for National Infant Immunization Week.
So we always offer immunizations. You can come at any time, but definitely come in as a walk-in. You can come in, call ahead of time and make an appointment, but you can see us at our pediatric clinic at 3rd Street or at any of our outlying clinics. We've got Ottawa, Birchwood, and Sequoia.
Why do you think so many parents are steering away from getting their kids vaccinated?
A lot of it's fear and misinformation, but we can definitely clear up a lot of that misinformation if you speak with your nurse or healthcare provider.
Right.
We have all the information there for you, and we'd be happy to talk to you about any of it.
Not to put too fine of a point on it, but aren't you really playing the odds when you don't get your kids vaccinated?
Definitely. It's definitely smarter to get them vaccinated and prevent some of these diseases that can end them up in the hospital or perhaps death. Yeah.
And so many of those diseases, if your child should get it, many of those are communicable. I mean, and it doesn't take much exposure to have a whole lot of kids potentially infected by this. It could all be saved by one shot.
Yes, and you know, immunizations are important for children and adults. We want the kids to get vaccinated, but we want the people around them vaccinated as well, because a lot of the vaccines they can't get until they're 1 year old. So if everyone around them hasn't been vaccinated, then they have much more of a risk.
Right. Sarah, good information as always. Thank you for joining us.
Nice
You
to meet
can
you.
find out more by getting in touch with Sarah and the great staff at the Hamilton County Health Department, right beside Erlanger. Call them at 209-8150, 209-8150, or health.hamiltontn.org.